friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here to do a review of Love After Lockup Season 3 Episode 1. We are back with almost a new cast other than Angela and Tony. It was pretty good. They were just introducing us to the new cast and why their males or females were locked up and their family's reaction. So let's get into it. So let's start off with Cheryl and Josh. Cheryl is a mother of 3, and she is on her way to the bakery to pick up a cake for her child's birthday party. Her sister Lacey, who is a correctional officer, is along for the ride. And honey, the disgust on Lacey's face says it all. So here's Cheryl. She's talking about, how much she loves Josh and she intends on marrying Josh. And so Lacey's like, well, what did he do? And she says, well, he robbed a bank. But according to Cheryl, it's no big deal. In fact, it turns her on. Cheryl. She says that no problem. So what if he went up in that bank with a gun, dressed up as a woman? Said he had a blonde wig on, child, and got caught, okay? So the sister's like, do you ever worry about him stealing from you? And Cheryl was like, of course not, okay? He only steals from the community. And he's even stolen from drug dealers. See, friends, Josh is like the poor man Robin Hood. He steals from the rich and gives to the poor. This fool is crazy. Okay? So, of course, she's justifying this terrible, terrible behavior of Josh. All right? She loves him. So, they're at the bakery. And so her sister says, how much have you spent on him? And she was like, well, Cheryl says that she's done spent over $30,000. $30,000. And she has 3 children. 3 children. And her vehicle looks like it has a whole lot of miles on it. But you are spending $30,000 on man. What is he doing with the money, y'all? When they spend that kind of money, what do they do with it? I just, drugs, protection, collect calls, commissary. How many oodles and noodles can you buy? I just cannot get over that. She says that she makes $1,200 a week. Now that's $4,800 a month as an interventional assistant. Now what does that mean? What is that? Let's find out. What is an interventional assistant?
According to El Camino Hospital, interventional pulmonology is a subspecialty of pulmonary medicine that uses advanced diagnostic and therapeutic procedures to care for patients with benign and malignant diseases of the lung, airways, and pleura.
Okay, so she is in the medical field. She apparently assists doctors. Child, you better do it. Okay, so it's the day of her child's birthday, and she has to break the news to her parents that Josh is getting out and they're engaged and they're going to have to deal with it. So she's talking to her mama and daddy, and honey, her daddy looks like he's child, her daddy. Don't her sister Lacey look just like her daddy? She looks just like him. She acts like him too. I like Lacey. And guess what? I like her daddy. Her daddy's is ridiculous. Okay? He is a thief. He is a con. What are you thinking? So, here she was like, well, he's getting out. And so he was like, what are you going to do with the kids? And she was like, well, leave them here. He said, look, I'm tired of babysitting. Okay, we done raised our kids. Why in the world are you driving hours and hours to pick up this guy and you leaving your kids here? And so he was like, what's the rush? Why do you have to get married as soon as he gets out of prison? The mom was like, why can't you wait? And that's my question. Great question. Why are they in such a rush to get married? Why can't they wait? Why can't they give their inmate boyfriend or girlfriend a chance to get accustomed back to society? I mean, they're going to need some time. I mean, some of these men and women been locked up 4, 5, 10, 13 years. They're going to need some time. But now, y'all in the hurry to marry. So, anyway, she wasn't hearing it, okay? She was going to go and pick up her man, and Mom Pa Cattle was going to babysit them kids. And what about her friend, the clown? And she was sitting there talking about a serial killer, John Wayne Gacy. Child, I was too done. Even the clown said that her boyfriend is a clown. He said, what type of man is going? He was like, she dated a convict, an inmate who got caught. He ain't that smart. I was like, child, the clown is even telling you that your man ain't no... Cheryl. Y'all, that's Cheryl and Josh. All right, let's talk about Vincent and Amber. He's a military guy. All right, he lives in Chicago. And he's staying with his mother, for a couple of days, until he gets himself situated with Amber and what she gonna do. All right. Now, he says he cannot discuss what he does as a living. Just know he's a specialist. Oh, if you don't sit down somewhere. He act like he Jason Bourne. I was like, a specialist. Okay. He get a phone call from Amber, and she was like, guess what, boo? I'm getting out. So he's excited. So he goes back and he tells his mom, and he was like, guess what? Amber getting out soon. So I'm going to have to get down to Atlanta. Now, she's in Atlanta, he's in Chicago. So the mom was like, oh, well, what's her plans when she get out? Now, Vincent says that now when Amber gets out of prison, she is going to stay with her ex-inmate friend called Puppy. By the way, they refer to each other, Amber and Puppy, as wife. Vincent cool with it. In fact, he had a big old smile on his face. Now listen here, Vincent. It's never a good sign when your woman is getting out of prison and staying with her girlfriend while she was in prison, and said girlfriend's name is Puppy. Woof woof. Okay. Puppy. I said, Lord have mercy. So, of course, his mom is looking at him with the side eye. She was like, oh my, well, what about her mother? Well, he just had to drop another bombshell, okay? Honey, when they started the conversation, his mom was standing up. By the time it finished, she was sitting down. I bet she was like... So he informs his mom that Amber's mom is incarcerated with her. Okay, both of them was convicted on drug trafficking. So the mom was like, oh my God. The mom said, listen, my son 30 years old, he grown. I can't tell him what he can and what he can't do, because he's going to do whatever he wants to do. But let me just add this. This is what Mama said. Mama said, I'm coming with you. So he was like, you want to go with me? She said yes. She said, I want to go with you, just to make sure that you're okay. She said I was worried. She said, I'm worried about you. First of all, Mama, Mama Vincent, you ain't got to be worried about him. He's a specialist. He's ex-military. He's going to be just fine with Amber and Puppy. He's going to be just fine. So, it's the day day of picking Amber up, he gets to Atlanta. And he gets there like at 8 a.m. And she didn't get out till like 10:30 because they had that little clock up. Why does it take so long? Ugh, that would get on my nerves just waiting around. So she finally gets out. And he's so excited. They kiss, they hug. They make a cute couple. All right? Amber and Vincent, I'm rooting for them too. They just look like if they can get past, I got a feeling Puppy is going to be a hindrance. And that mama, I don't know about Amber's mama. Okay, so I have a feeling this is going to be a, Brittany, Amanda, Puppy, and Amber type of situation. But we shall see. And of course, they were saying they were both nervous. It was very awkward. I mean, she just got out of prison. And here she is on a reality show with a guy that she has not had any physical contact with. Of course it's going to be awkward. But anyway, that is Vincent and Amber. All right? All right. Now let's talk about Angela or Lamondre, or as I call him, Goldie. Y'all, his mouth. I'm going to have a hard time sitting through this season looking at this boy's mouth. Now, let's talk about Goldie first. All right. Goldie is in prison for all kinds of things. Drugs is the main one. In Daytona Beach, okay, in that little town they from, he was known as the Kingpin. He said that he made $300,000 in one day. But yet it's still this. You can't get that taken care of. So, he's boasting about it. He's bragging about it, He said that he was the man. He even said that he had so much cocaine that it was literally burning his hand. He has so much cocaine. He has also said that he has given Andrea over $18,000 during the course of their relationship. And somehow or another, he thinks that if they keep going on strong, that they can become the next Jay-Z and Beyonce. Boy, if you don't shut up. Shut up. Did y'all see his age? He is 33 years old and has been in prison for 13 years. He didn't have no 20s. He spent his whole 20s in prison. That blows my mind. It just, oh my God. That is shocking to me. So let's talk about Andrea. All right. Andrea is a businesswoman. All right. Now she has her own business, sunglasses, called I-Class Sunwear. Did y'all Google that? Did y'all Google I-Class Sunwear? Now I did. And are y'all gonna purchase some sunglasses? Now I looked on this website. I'll leave a link down below. And them glasses are cute. I mean, it's glasses you can get, any other store. But honey, she got glasses, sunglasses, range from the price of $65 on down to $35. She also have her own little Instagram page. I'll tell you what, honey, Andrea is popping. Now, I have never heard of I-Class, but let me tell you something. This girl's making some money. I really do think she is making some money. I may be wrong, but there's some aviators that I seen and I was like, don't you make me buy no sunglasses, Andrea. Let me see how you act throughout the season and I may purchase some. Anyway, she has, I think two or three boys? 2 boys or 1 girl, one of those. And she is going out with her sister. She has 5 sisters. Her mom comes over to babysit. I'm going out with my sisters and I'm just going to have to tell them that I have been dating and I'm engaged to Goldie. So they're not going to like it because he definitely has a reputation. So her sisters come, and as well, I've been keeping a secret. I have been dating a guy in prison, and we're engaged. Honey, her sisters was looking at her like, you got to be kidding me. Excuse me. And so then she says, and it's Lamondre. Honey, one of her sisters got bent. She said, what? She said, Lamondre. She said, oh, no, you ain't. She was like, you have got to be kidding me. You know he ain't no count. He is no good. And here is Andrea, all right? Y'all cannot believe the news. Now, she's saying there's fake news all about him. Don't believe the hype. He's a good dude. Now, we just seen Goldie in his confessional bragging about what all he's done. Like Andrea, girl. He even has a smile on his face being a kingpin. Girl, if you don't stop. So, she's saying that he has to change. He is a sweetheart. You know, just give it time. And so his sisters was like, no, he ain't. Okay? We don't believe nothing he has to say. We all know what type of reputation he got. What you doing with him? So a storm came. It was raining. It was storming. They go inside, and who there? Honey, her mama. And honey, her mama looked like she up to here. Now, one of the sisters done went and snitched on Andrea and called the mama and said, Mama, you need to get down here. Andrea done lost her mind. She dating Lamondre. I bet her mama got in that car and said, screw these kids. I bet it took her 5 seconds to get from A to point B. I bet she was going 90. So Andrea was like, what are you doing here? And that's when she found out that her sister done called and snitched. And she was like, why'd you do that? Why did you call Mom down here? And so they're like, well, she need to know. And then one of the sisters was like, you're about to get a ton of lashes. So her mom was like, what is going on? I find out that you dating somebody in prison. And so, of course, Andrea, she gets on defensive. She says she don't have time to hear this right now. You know, she don't want to talk about it. She's tired of the negativity. And she wanted to know where her car at. She said, where's my car? So the valet brought her car to her and she spun off. I am so looking forward to Goldie, Andrea, her parents. I'm looking forward, her sisters. I'm looking forward to all of it. Okay. I am so on it. All right. Let's move on. As we know, Angela and Tony have been around love after lockup since season 1. Tony, he is in prison for... What's Tony in prison for, y'all? Did they say? I didn't write it down. I done forgot. So anyway, he in prison. He should be getting out soon. And Angela is tickled, okay? Her friend Brenda comes over. And Brenda, she is just cracking me up, all right? She looked like she smoked 80 cigarettes a day. She sound like it too. So, Brenda is worried about her homegirl Angela because, see, this ain't Brenda's first rodeo. Brenda has been incarcerated herself. See, when she was incarcerated, she pulled a Lizzie, all right? She was conning men, you know, into giving her things, money, etc. So she know what it's like to be on the inside and con people to get what they want. So she's telling Angela, listen, I know what it's like. You know, there is a 13-year-old age difference. I don't want him to use you, okay? In his mind, he may be thinking you're a sugar mom, all right? He is an inmate. That's what we do on the inside. We con. Where do you think convict come from? And she didn't say that. I'm just adding that in. So, of course, Angela, she is not listening to any of it because Tony's different. All right, she loves Tony. She wants to marry Tony. Of course, they all want to get married. And she says that she's done spent around $6,000 to $8,000. I was thinking to myself, that's it. Honey, that's light work compared to some of them. $30,000, $80,000, $100,000. Honey, she just spent $6,000 to $8,000. So, girl, you coming off easy. So she's just talking to Brenda and said, it ain't going to happen between me and him. All right? I trust him. Okay? He has been nothing but kind to me, and I am ready to move on with my life with Tony. And so that's really it. That's Angela and Tony. Not much to talk about. Okay? Now, let's talk about Lacey and John. Now, before I get started, let me just say this. Lacey does not represent us Virginians. Lacey from Virginia Beach, y'all. And let me just say, Lacey does not represent us Virginians with her shenanigans. Let me just put that out there. Okay? As a Virginian, I can say that. So, Lacey, she has, what she got, 3 boys, 2 boys? She is a cam girl. She says that, she makes her money by, enticing men through video. That just blows my mind that people pay that kind of money to look at women and men, to look at their boobs and poom-pooms or whatever they looking at. Child, I can't. Okay. But she's doing pretty well. All right. And of course, she has John in her life, and this is the man that she wants to marry. All right. But she's keeping a secret. Now, we'll get to that secret later. So, her dad comes over, and of course, he done had all he could have. And he was like, listen, I ain't about this. All right. What are you thinking? And so she tells him, she was like, Dad, I am marrying this man. I love this man. Her dad said, child, if you don't get up out my face. I like her dad. Her dad said, this is a mess, okay? You gonna bring an inmate, an ex-convict up here around my grandkids, around your kids? Why would you want to do that? And so she was like, I trust him. I trust him around my kids. He's going to be, if you expect me to walk you down the aisle, expect again, because it ain't happening. Not today, not tomorrow, not next week, not ever. And of course, here's Lacey. Oh my God, why would you say that? Why? Why is he doing that? Why does he say that? Why does he want to hurt me? Oh my God. A father's supposed to look after a daughter. Oh my God. Pause. I don't know anybody from Virginia Beach who talk like that. Not that I've met many people from Virginia Beach. I was like, girl, why are you talking like that? Why? Okay, come on now, Lacey. So, her dad didn't care about her tears. She might as well dried up them tears. Honey, them tears dried up real quick, didn't they? Honey, her dad said, you hear that? You hear them sirens? You might as well be ready. That's what you're going to be hearing. He said, in fact, all of y'all can get handcuffed together when y'all go to the probation office. I squalled. I said, Papa said what he said. That's what he said. He was letting her have it. So, later on, we see Lacey. She is on the phone talking to John. John is incarcerated. John is incarcerated for selling cocaine to an undercover officer. And Lacey is the love of his life. Okay, so she's talking to him on the phone. I love you. I can't wait to see you, because he gets out in a couple of weeks. Okay, so she goes to get a spray tan. All right, so the woman was like, oh, are you getting a spray tan for him? And she paused and she was like, yeah. So she gets another phone call from another dude named Shane. Now, how did she meet Shane? You ask. Well, she got into an argument with John. And like any other normal person, instead of, working it out with him, she gets on another prison dating site and finds Shane. She said Shane is hot. Ain't that how she said it, y'all? Hot. I said, girl, if you don't shut up. Honey, Shane is in prison for malicious wounding. He's been in there for 4 years. Honey, he done damn near killed somebody. 4 years stint for malicious wounding. What he do, got somebody? And this is the love in your life. Now, he gets out tomorrow. He gets out tomorrow. Now, she is going to lie to her family and say that she has a modeling gig. And she's going to drive 7 hours to pick him up. Now, mind y'all, she just got off the phone with John, the one she wants to marry, the love of her life, to go and drive 7 hours to pick up Shane. Now, ain't nothing good gonna come out of this. Because you know Shane and John are gonna cross paths. Now, I'm gonna need for these 2 inmates to cross paths. That's what I'm gonna need, Y'all better show us the crossing of the path of John and Shane. Because if you don't, I'm going to write you a stern letter. I will be mad. I will be so pissed. Okay. So, that's it, friends. All right. Y'all know the drill. Let me know what you think down below. Don't forget, I will premiere this at 7 p.m. I will be chit-chatting with y'all in the chat. So come and join me. Also, if you're new here, welcome to the family. Hit that subscribe button. And don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next week, friends, bye.